Alright, lads, so today we are jumping into the Melee Human Nightmare Guild Quest. Currently, right now, again, Guild Quest has been significantly bugged to the point that the goal, if even possible for these videos, is to try and even beat it. Last time around, we were able to beat it, even using 10th Anniversary Ichigo, despite him being a ranged character. I'm not sure if that is a possibility now, because the HP has been increased by like 60%. When a Guild Quest doesn't have access to like a super Omega powerhouse like we did have last week with Kenpachi, it definitely does become a massive struggle for a lot of players, what you're going to see in this video, even myself. So in this case, I currently don't own access to the, new swimsuit Rangiku. If I did have her, she'd be a significantly better lead than both Driscoll and also Soifon. You also do have access to Rukia. I don't think any team needs her, but she definitely will help out, given that she is a mind character and the final bosses are heart characters. I will say, though, some really good characters to have that are definitely going to make my team as good as it possibly can be is Yamamoto and also Soifon. Soifon is a year old, so you might have access to her. And we also do have Yamamoto, a premium character. So the idea for this team is that we are going to be using Driscoll as a main. Driscoll's not really that smooth to play with, but, if you are going to put him into the team, because every team, for the most part, kind of needs to move away from using support characters unless you have really good DPS units. Like, we need every damage we can get. So originally, this team would be Driscoll, Soifon, and then also Gremmy. It's not ideal now to use Gremmy because we need that extra consistent damage from a normal attack damage character like Yamamoto. So in this case, Driscoll, because he's only 1-5, I'm better off using him as a main than as a side. He shouldn't really contribute much as a side, miss strong attacks, etc. So with that, we are going with the focus build, going with these 3 accessories, these 3 soldiers, etc. As much strong attack damage as possible. I'm pretty sure my bonus abilities is full stamina and damage to lacerated enemies. When it comes to Soifon, right? My Soifon is currently 3-5, so level 10 SP, focus and attack. Going with a full SP build, similar accessories. These 3 soul traits, my, again, best soul traits that I can possibly give. And I believe her bonus abilities is full stamina SP. Let me just double check that. No, we actually have damage to lacerated enemies, which again is great for her because Driscoll's likely going to be inflicting that, where we are then getting 40% more damage. Now, Soifon's going to be really good in this team for just being a good support unit, right? Even though I'm not using her as a main, she is going to be using her strong attacks, inflicting paralysis, weakening, boosting our team. But also in general, she has really good range, so it's not a bad idea to use it as a side and use Driscoll as a main. That's the idea with this team. And then we have Yamamoto. He is going to be my main normal attack damage character. Recently picked him up during the anniversary. I'm not sure where I got my second copy, but I did get a second copy somewhere. But my first initial copy was actually using the 100 million download summon ticket where I was able to pick him for free. Now he's only got level 10 attack and focus. I could make it easier. Again, nowadays you kind of want to give as much damage as possible. If I need to, I might level up his attack and focus to level 13. But for now, I'm fine with level 10 attack and focus. And the thing with Yamamoto in particular is that he does have flurry +2, more damage at full stamina, more killer effect, etc. And then he also does get more damage the more kills you get. Now, this doesn't count for him. It counts for the entire team. Or more so, if my Driscoll or Soifon get kills, it does count towards Yamamoto's gauge counter. So we actually can pick up an additional 50% bruiser when we get into the extra waves, or the final wave more so. So with that said, again, God of the Day is now where I'm kind of resetting. I'm just really trying to beat the quest at this point. Let's see if we can do it. Now, Driscoll as a lead, like I already mentioned, is very awkward. But as long as Soifon can inflict the star zones, we should be fine. So let's go here, SA1, into the 2. Pretty much gonna have to use all my strong attacks straight away. So let's charge up the 3, let it go. Decent there. The SA2 is gonna come back in time. SA2 there, lovely. I'm gonna use my strong attack 1 on that enemy just so Yama can actually take down the main boss. Going into Rurika here, we really want to do some big damage here, because given that we are, it's not too bad. Given that Yamamoto is a speed character, so he does do more damage. This is where it gets a bit awkward, because now we're all over the place. But we do paralyze and weaken again. Soifon is such a clutch character for this. We did some really good damage there. Going into Kugo. We're going to use our SA2. Then use our 1. No status procs wanted to be inflicted there. Not even Soifon, apparently. This is where the run potentially does end. Let's use our 2. Then use our 1. 15 seconds to go. We're going to get an extra 10 seconds here, and Soifon will be back at the full stamina. She should hopefully not take any damage here. If we can reliably inflict the stars on, and let me just use my SA3 straight away. Soifon did get a stars proc. We have our soul bomb, which right now I'm probably going to use on the final boss. Not looking too good here. Not looking too good for our first attempt. I did do a test attempt off camera. I think it's possible with this thing. But it is tough. But we do need to charge the strong attack free. And preferably, let me just use the soul bomb now. But third, we want to save the storm for the final boss. And if we can, we want to charge up the strong attack 3 when Siphon does inflict weakening. If we can get the full damage off of a charged strong attack, we're able to do some really good damage and potentially take that damage into the next extra wave. So first attempt, only getting in to extra wave 3. So with that in mind, right? Again, one of the changes that we did see today in Guild Quest is the scores. So you don't need to get to the 4th extra wave now to get all the orb rewards. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing, because again, it's still a significant damage increase, right? Even with your best team, you might not even get to extra wave 3, but from the looks of it, if you get to the 3rd extra wave and do some damage to it, you do get all the orb rewards. So if your main thing for Guild Quest right now is to go and get the orbs, go out, you don't need to stress yourself clearing the 3rd extra wave and also the 4th extra wave. So technically, compared to what we had like last week, it does make the getting orb rewards easier, technically. But also compared to like 4 months ago when the HP wasn't buffed, the orbs are technically still harder to get. So it's better, but not as much, and it definitely could be better more. You know, I want 100 orbs for clearing all 4 extra waves at this point, you know? 120 even. But almost on next attempt, let's see how this does go. We just need to get the status procs, and I just completely missed my SA1. This is why I kind of hate Driscoll. He's annoying to use. Really, really annoying. And it kind of sucks that I'm still using him. But it is what it is. We're going to make him work. So we do get the weakening proc there. It's really more so Siphon doing a lot of the carrying here. But again, normal attack damage characters are really key here for getting as far as you possibly can go, you know. Because right now, this boss, we're not going to do a lot of damage to him. But Yamamoto did. Once more, since we've now moved away from trying to clear super fast and just to clear, we are saving the Soul Bomb for the final extra wave. Let me charge up the strong attack 3. Let it go. Pretty good damage there. Bit better now. I think we cleared it 10 seconds faster, around 24 seconds. With the extra 10 seconds we have now, we have 35 seconds to go in the extra wave. Can we do it? Let's find out. Really good damage there. Look, that's what you want to do. You want to get that weakening proc off. You want to make sure you take advantage of that weakening proc. Unfortunately, though, we weren't able to inflict the status on us, so now everyone's taking some damage here. But let's charge up the SA3. Let it go. Pretty good damage. 14 seconds to go. It's going to be super tight. Unfortunately, I don't think we're able to do a lot of damage here with the way the boss is. I might have to give my Yamamoto like 13 attack. Truth be told. So we do get into the 4th boss now. And if we had like maybe like 5 extra seconds, we could have done something there. But not quite enough. It really is taking a lot just to clear all 4 extra waves here. So we got a bit faster. We get the Essence Scrolls, you know. So again, if you already care about the orbs, only get to the 3rd extra wave. You don't even need to beat it. But I'm trying to beat all these Guild Quest phases. I summoned for these characters for that purpose. So let's go back to the chopping boards. Is that the same? And make sure we get the most out of our characters. So let's go ahead and give him a level 13 attack and also focus. I have plenty of Essence Scrolls to do that. So not too bad. And maybe eventually, he's not a bad character to do it on, to be fair. I could go ahead and give him level 23 links type. I have plenty of secret links or potions. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is change the damage of full stamina to damage to the last with enemies. It does give more damage, 40% more damage. But also, I'm finding that my characters aren't staying at full stamina, so no need to give them damage at full stamina. This should hopefully give us the extra bit of damage that we do need to hopefully again clear that 4th extra wave. All right, here we go. Let's go into our 3rd attempt, I believe. So I don't want to use that strong attack straight away. We want to make sure we try and position the enemies together before we use our strong attacks, you know. But this is taking a bit way too long. Yeah, I don't think Siphon got the status proc straight away. Because that is a technique enemy, you know. We should have been doing more damage. Let me charge it to 3. We're a bit slow right now. Oh, it cancels. I forgot. This is why I hate charged strong attacks. This is why Driscoll is like kind of a mid character despite him. Should be better. You can't charge the strong attacks in between phases. That's why they added the new 2-stage charge strong attack, which isn't new at this point, but that's, you know, the really good one that like 9th anniversary Kenpachi and stuff have. It's a really good strong attack because you can't use this strong attack anymore in GQ. Can we kill fast? We're looking at 15 seconds. Similar to our last run. We'll let it run out. We'll see how far we can go. But we'll make sure our next attempt is the final attempt. And the one that actually beats it, you know? But we can keep our characters at full stamina, that'd be great. That way we can like reliably get more damage. We charge up the 3. So enemy spawns are hit. SA2. And we got the status proc to the weakening. Love to see Yamamoto's going and doing a lot of damage. But the time that we had to spare, not quite enough. Not quite enough. All right, here we go. Final attempt with Driscoll. Let's see how this does go. So SA2. Let's back up. SA1. Try and hit him at the same time. Really good damage. That's what we kind of want to see. That's SA3. SA1. Everyone goes down too. Oh, well, there's one enemy left alive, but that's fine. Did I just miss that SA1? Yeah, Driscoll, man. How much he disappoints me. Okay, really good damage here again. Yama needs to lock in. I'm charging my free. Again, no need to do that. It just gets cancelled. Did we get the weakening proc? We kind of did. Right now, this is looking like our best play time. But now it's going to get a bit awkward because we have, like, no good strong attack ready. Soyfon did some good damage. I'm going to let them finish up. There we go. Okay, this might be our best run. We have, again, around 35 seconds to go. We just need to get lucky on the status procs with more so Soyfon inflicting the weakening. Okay, we got the last ray at least. Let's charge it up. Let it go. Really good damage there. That's what you want to see. Got the weakening proc once more. Okay. I'm going to back up. Let me use my SA1. Hopefully that inflicted. It did. Let me charge up the 3. Again, this is tough. I'm not even sure this is beatable with my team. It's very close, though. And again, I'm saving the sub one, but I kind of want to save it for the final boss. Because my first attempt was really good. We actually got super far. But only into that boss there. That is tough. That is tough. So I'm also trying that again in my own time, see how far I possibly can go, because I believe a team like that can actually beat it. It's going to require a lot of resets. But now let's actually try out 10th anniversary Ichigo once more, because last time, of course, it's different now. I don't think he can beat it, but last time it was actually a really good lead. Especially once more if you have the character max transcended. If you do, you're probably better off bringing this character compared to a 1 out of 5 Driscoll that I was personally doing. Damage output, you know, straight away might not be as high, but it's going to make the run a lot more consistent because you're constantly paralyzing. So let's see how Ichigo does do now when the HP has been further buffed, you know? So let's start with the 3. Into the 1. Not too much damage, to be fair. We'll just spam our strong attacks. The idea is just to kill everyone, and then hopefully Soyfon inflicts the weakening, and then Yamamoto just locks in and does the damage, you know? So let's go up here. SA1. Okay, lovely. If anything, we're going to make it easier for us to kill the small mobs. Some good damage there, though. So Yam right now is using his strong attacks. Let's group everyone up. Then use our 2. Use our 3. And use our 1. So a tad bit slower here, but in some cases it's kind of similar to our... Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I did not realize the paralysis was about to wear up. But it's very similar to Driscoll, unironically, at 1 out of 5. But I think Driscoll will make up for it in the extra waves compared to Ichigo right now. So we might have to restart this run once more, just because we did take some damage. So we're barely about to clear all 5 waves. But everyone took damage, you know, so it's kind of a wasted run. Alright, so let's try it once more. I don't think we have to do too many attempts to this team. We'll also just see how far we can go on the extra wave. Really, again, just going to come down to Yamamoto and Soyfon's damage output. We're just really here to inflict the paralysis and hopefully kill all the small mobs. Or group them together at the very least. So the Yama's going to come through. Let me just sit far back. This way we don't take any damage. Someone took damage though. So unfortunately Soyfon is now losing a lot of damage here. Bit too early for that to happen too, unfortunately. Good damage there though. When again Soyfon does use a strong attack. Now Tsukishima is usually the problem, where we end up taking damage because he gets unparalyzed, so we have to kind of wait. Like that, for example. But it definitely slows down heavy on Tsukishima. And then going into Kugo, we'll probably get into like the first extra wave, probably. Second, maybe if we're lucky. Because again, we do have a Soul Bomb that I'm kind of saving right now. Okay, so decent. For the fact that we are using a ranged character. Like, even though it's, you know, nothing crazy, we are using a ranged character here. The fact that this is even possible is good enough. And we do get 10 seconds. Let me just use my EX. SA1. Into the 2. I kind of wanted to save the sub one for the next boss, which might be the play. Like now, for example, don't think we can do too much of it. But to be fair, we almost did actually clear 2 extra waves using a team like this. So we don't have a good like lead in particular. I think it's definitely worth trying out Ichigo as a main. With the, how many points did we actually get? 475. So not the 520, But a team like this can also potentially get you all the orb rewards, which is the most important thing for most of us, right? But yeah, this might be a first, maybe not. A GQ video where I can't beat all the extra waves. That's kind of crazy. In the comments below though, let me know what teams you guys used. I definitely will be back to attempt this myself again in my own time, because I believe I can beat it. Just gonna take a bit of, extra resetting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video though. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.